talk to them, okay?
Chad, imagine it ends up being this girl. I don't think it would, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I had so.
Only because at the beginning of the video, they're like, oh, it's closer to home than you think.
Nobody heard any shots? We don't know how long she's been down? No. And that's it. Pretty close to it. Yeah, oh, we got CSF in there.
After assessing the situation, officers noticed cerebrospinal fluid, or CSF for short, oozing onto the floor. This fluid surrounds the brain, meaning the bullets had actually pierced her skull and killed her instantly. This meant there was no saving her, no matter what anyone did. But officers could still bring her killer to justice, which is why they need answers right now. Answers that only Cash can give, as she is the only witness that officers currently have.
Do you know if he's talking to anyone or any friends? I know you say you don't live here.
Yeah, I knew she was with her friend Colin.
Colin?
Yeah, Colin Strickland.
Colin Strickland?
Strickland, yeah.
Oh, she was with him?
They went swimming.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did you see a gun or anything like that when you were in?
A bullet piece.
Colin? You said Colin Strickland? Strickland? Okay.
Yeah.
And you know where Colin Strickland is?
No, but I have his phone number. I can call him.
Or I can give you his phone number. Information from you. You said, so she went swimming with Colin Strickland?
Went swimming. I left to go have dinner with my friends, and then I came back. Yeah, this is my house.
That's your house.
This is my house. She's staying with me.
Right now, police are a bit disoriented as to what exactly went down just hours earlier, but they would soon run into some evidence that would change everything. Worth noting is that situations like these can be extremely traumatizing for those involved, but that's also the case for people watching these types of videos, just like you at home. If you've ever felt you need help with mental health, you should know there are always people you can reach out to.
Oh, W Dr. Insanity for this message, bro. I appreciate that.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
When I left here at 5:30.
Are you guys friends? You and him are friends, or?
I mean, like, acquaintances.
Well, no, what car he drives is a cyclist. A cyclist?
Yeah.
Does he live in this area?
He lives in South Austin.
Does she have like a license or a wallet up there at all? You know?
I mean, she should. Yeah.
She said she's from San Francisco.
Well, she's from Vermont, but she's living in San Francisco.
So she came to visit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's here for a bike race this weekend.
Okay. Did her and Collins have an argument at all? Do you know?
I don't have any idea.
You don't know-
The
you know-
only thing I know is she said I'm meeting him to go swimming.
Okay.
Okay.
And what time was that?
I think I'm gonna go swimming and call it. Wait, is this real messages?
5.
5 p.m.
It says actual message, so.
today.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it in my text messages.
When was the last time you saw her? Was that when you saw her? Or you had eyes on her?
for dinner at 5:30.
So you left dinner at 5:30. What time did you come back?
Right 2 minutes before I called 911.
Okay, so
According to Cash, Mariah had been with Colin, her ex-boyfriend, all day and was home only a few minutes before she was found dead. This made Colin a major person of interest that the cops would interview later on, but for
Yeah, because from her description, he's the last person she was with.
now, there are more pressing matters. It turns out Mariah was in town for a bike race and had brought along with her a $14,000 racing bike, which could have been a massive target for someone. And as the cops would soon find out, that bike was missing. It quickly became a possibility that someone could have been waiting for Mariah to be home alone and attempted to rob.
Bro, did you say, I just realized, did you say $14,000 bike? What the hell kind of bike is $14,000, bro? That shit better ride me.
The bike, only for Mariah to resist and end up getting killed. This being their only lead, officers needed to trace down where this bike went, as it could take them straight to the murderer.
That's her bike cover, yeah.
So where would the bike go?
Probably there.
Does she keep the bike in the garage, or where does she keep the bike at?
So if you right to right this first unit right here, this is her and these are her landlords. So this
bike cover is the
biggest, yeah.
So where would her bike be at?
Where would she keep her bike?
I mean, it would be right inside the door. Yeah.
Is her bike's inside the door?
Wait, did she say she's renting from a place? But like, didn't she say she's living with her? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping?
Is there a bike? Anywhere? You see a bike? She said she would put it right by the door. No bike. That's negative, Jobs.
With no trace of the bike in the house, officers decided to begin searching the woods nearby when they made a discovery that showed them they were on the wrong track completely, leaving them with absolutely zero leads.
Hey, come here. Somebody might be in here. This might be the bike, okay? But hold on. Somebody might be in here.
Oh shit. They hear somebody or something?
Okay. All right. Over there. Airport 32, I located the bike.
Since the bike was dumped nearby, officers suspected that this was placed as a red herring for them to chase. Officers
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a little too conveniently placed, my boy. Like, that looks like someone trying to deflect off of what really happened.
are being tricked. And if the killer is smart enough to trick officers, they're also smart enough to begin covering up their tracks. This is why the officers swiftly moved to gather evidence from the scene, the most important of which are the shell casings from the bullets used.
There's one right there.
You said right there. Where?
There's one right there.
Okay.
Those bullet shells will help cops identify the gun used. Now they just had to find that gun and the shooter, who officers initially believed could have been Cash. It is for this reason that officers bring Cash back to the police station in order to conduct a crucial test to confirm whether she's innocent or not.
Ah.
So let me tell you this up front. By no means in the world do I think that you did any of this. Okay. But so what they're gonna do, we're just gonna have them swab your hands for gunshot residue. If we don't do this to you, then in court they can say, oh, what about this other person? Why didn't you do this part of the investigation?
A GSR, or gunshot residue swab test of Cash's hands, presented a negative result. Considering that Mariah was in a very narrow space of the home, officers concluded that Caitlin could not have been the one to murder her. Fortunately, though, Cash did provide an important piece of information. The last person in contact with Mariah was Colin Strickland.
Okay.
Digging deeper into this, cops discovered that the two were having drinks at a nearby cafe and have never suspected that this would be the last time that they saw each other. This is why Colin was an important lead who could give officers valuable insight about the events leading up to the murder. But before police went in to interview Colin, they noticed some houses in the neighborhood had CCTV cameras installed, which could possibly help reveal the killer's identity. When investigators watched the footage back, they found something very interesting.
Okay.
CCTV footage revealed this black Jeep driving directly towards Cash's home where Mariah was staying that night.
That is so sus.
The moment it arrived, Ring cameras caught this gut-wrenching audio.
Uh-oh. Jesus Christ.
And immediately after the shooting, the killer escaped. Although this was a massive breakthrough, there was one glaring issue. Officers had no way of identifying the driver. After all,
bro, how can they not identify? Isn't this the house right here?
The cameras were too grainy and the vehicle was too far away for officers to get a shot of the driver or run the plates. However, only a few days later, they come across something incredibly interesting when going to question Colin Strickland, Mariah's ex-boyfriend. This is the same black Jeep that officers saw on cameras parked right outside Colin's home.
Oh, so he definitely had something to do with it, bro. And if it is like his girlfriend or whatever, she definitely took his car and did it.
Hey, so Colin? Yes. Hey, so do you know Anna? Mo. And then Mo. Yeah, everybody calls her Mo. Last name is Wilson. Rider, she's a gravel rider. Yes, I do. Okay, so
don't act like you don't know.
He's going to say this, sir. So apparently last night she passed away.
Bro,
How did? Yeah. She right